let's examine the inside of the raft. Around the inside are these lifelines. You can use the lifelines, look around your arm. If it's really rough outside, this will help you to maintain your position. And if everybody does it, the life raft will be much more stable, less likely to capsize in a rough sea. Okay? These lifelines, really important. Okay? You notice in the ceiling we have a interior light and we have an exterior light. That interior light goes on automatically, so since the life raft is expired, it's not on. But you can see up there that we can unplug it during the daylight hours to extend, the battery of the light. Okay. Right above your head is the portal for lookout. That's once we get this buttoned up, that's how we would maintain a lookout, is by having somebody constantly being on lookout for ships, planes, helicopters in our vicinity. All right. We have 2 canopy openings on this raft. It's a 16-person. That's kind of cool. That's kind of nice. And these are a zippered canopy and a tied. So it's a zip and tie kind of a thing. On the floor of the life raft, this one has a thermal barrier, which is not uncommon, but I think it's more common to see an inflatable floor in a life raft, where we actually take a pump and pump it up. This creates a thermal barrier between us and the cold water. And actually, we're sitting on the water and it doesn't feel so bad right now. It doesn't feel too cold. So this is really kind of a nice thing. It's highly reflective. It's possible we could use this later as some kind of a signaling thing, to attract the attention of a plane or something. But for right now, it's serving its purpose as a thermal barrier. Okay, so when we put the life raft over the side of the ship, you noticed right away that one of the sea anchors deployed automatically. So that's really important. That's to keep us in or near our last known position, because that's where they're going to start looking for us. Okay, great. And then we use the rescue quoit, and we use the 2 oars. It comes with 2 oars, and those would be not inside the equipment pack, located near the canopy opening. And we also use the not the painter knife, but the buoyant safety knife. We can put that back up in the sheet. You might need it to work for later. Okay. The other thing that is worth pointing out right now is that when you get in, hanging in the overhead, likely to hit you in the face, is the instructions for the raft. Okay, they're right here. And these happen to be attached to the hose that is connected to the rain catchment system. On the outside of the raft, it's 2 little rib V's. It goes down into an apex, little cut thing here. And then on the inside, we can open this and drain it into anything, a boot, whatever will hold water for us, okay? So, rain catchment system. All right. Right now, we're going to take a look at the equipment pack, all right? So, let's start with this one right here, okay? Open it up. Okay, so what do we have here? It's like a pole of some kind, right? Yeah. Okay, good. Later that pole might come in handy to erect either a radar reflector or maybe a SART, within the raft, okay? So why don't you hand that to me and I'll keep it over here. So it looks like we're looking at, in this particular raft, 4 separate bags. What do you got inside there? Got another sea anchor. So we have 2 sea anchors. One deploys automatically, and then the other one we can deploy if we lose this one, or if we want to augment the one we have. Can you turn it this way a little bit better? Okay, good. So these are 2 bags that we can use for dewatering, the black bags, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So, or we could use these black bags if we wanted to, you know, hold water in. I mean, they're just 2 useful black bags. Okay. What's inside the black bags?
Repair instructions.
Okay, repair kit.
Flashlight.
Okay. One flashlight with, the flashlight is going to have an extra bulb in it, and it's going to have extra batteries. Okay, it works. It's good.
Seasickness pills.
Good. And those we want to give out right away, right?
Immediately.
Yeah. Okay, good. These are in a blister pack. The ones we saw in the classroom were in a bottle.
Signaling mirror.
Okay. Excellent. Great daytime signaling device.
Buoyant
knife. Buoyant safety knife. Okay. In larger rafts, we're going to have 2 knives. One sheath knife by the entrance, and one in the back.
Emergency fishing kit.
Come in handy, huh? Emergency fishing kit. Found in all SOLAS A packs.
Graduated drinking cup.
Okay. Graduated drinking cup.
Spare batteries.
Excellent.
And I believe a light would be in there.
Good. Spare batteries and a light bulb. 3 can openers.
Can openers.
Yeah, there are no cans in the pack, but we
In
may
case you bring one on board.
bring one on board. So 3 can openers, and those are plugs that are used to repair the raft. Here are the can openers. And the plugs are of course handy if we get a hole in the life raft, and sometimes we can get, you know, enough fabric, you know, in, you see that sea anchor there, that we can put, you know, one on one side and then the other on the other side, and then compress them, you know what I mean, to seal up the fabric in different sizes. Also, they come in clamps, which I like the clamps.
Valve plugs.
Excellent, yeah. We talked about these in class. Overpressure valve plugs that we're going to want to put in the 2 upper and lower tubes, 1 for each tube, okay, to maintain the tube integrity.
Whistle.
Whistle, okay, excellent. It's a good signaling device. Okay, another can openers, 3 total can openers.
Scissors.
Scissors.
And that is it.
Okay, that's it for this. Now let's go ahead and see what else is in that bag.
Signals.
And
Smoke signals.
Okay, good. 2 3-minute smoke.
Handheld flares.
How many do we have?
4.
Okay, we should have 6, so we'll see. Okay, so we have 6 handheld bird flares.
4 parachute.
Good, so 4 parachutes. So 2 smoke, 4 parachute, and 3 handheld. 2 smoke, 4 parachute, and 6 handheld red.
6 handhelds. Okay. 2 thermal protective aids.
Okay. 2 TPAs. So remember, 10% of the raft or 2 minimum. So this is a 16, so we're going to have 2 thermal protective aids in the raft. Okay. This looks like what? This looks like a radar reflector. And some of these radar reflectors, this is kind of cool. Obviously, it's an inflatable reflector. And we would blow it up. Attach it to the pole that we just had so that it is, high and outside the raft, and it will reflect a radar signal from a nearby ship. So.
First aid kit.
Okay, good. First aid kit. Not extensive, but it has what we need. Standard dressings, antiseptics, triangular bandages, safety pins, burn bags, instructions. So, good thing to have in the kit.
I believe this is the pump.
Yeah, this is not only a pump, but it's hook up the tubes, but a dewatering pump. So, when our tubes start to lose pressure, we can use those valves that are right beside you there, stick the end in the tube, and then pump up the raft to maintain the pressure. So that's good. Wrapped rather tightly. These pumps come in different arrangements and designs. I do like this particular style of pump, however. Boy, it's really wrapped for shipping here so it doesn't get damaged. Okay. So it's obviously a compression type pump where we push up and down on it, right? But it also acts as a dewatering pump. So we can put this in the raft, and then when we make a compression, the water's down there, and it will pump the water up through the tube and out and over the side of the vessel. So a pump for pumping up the tubes and for dewatering. This is a nice one. Okay. We're overboard. Okay, what else do we have in there? Is that it? Bags for throwing up into. So it's a good idea when people start throwing up that they throw up in the bag rather than in the raft, because, well, the raft's going to get pretty manky, right? If people start throwing up. All right, let's put this stuff back in here. It's always a good idea to check your inventory in a raft, once things are stabled and you're away from the ship, so that you know what resources you have, what signals you have. Okay. All right. Put the sea anchor back in the raft. Now, let's see what else we have. Now, we're going to have food and water because it's a SOLAS A Pack, right?
Yes.
So, the normal ration of water per day is 1 pint. 1 pint per day. And so we'll have a 3-day supply. So we'll have 3 pints of water. And the water comes in packages like this. This is 16 ounces, which is a pint. So every person would essentially get 3 of these bags, 1 bag per day. Inside, we're going to have, it's going to be subdivided into smaller 4-ounce packages. So 4 ounces 4 times a day, 16 ounces a day. for 3 days. Okay? Is that all that's in that package of water, or is there? So with 16 people, really that's quite a bit of water.
Yeah. It feels like this is only water.
Okay, good. That's pretty, common, the way the life raft packs. So we have water. We can manage that easily, when we're on board the raft. Okay. All right. Let's see what we have here.
Water.
More water. Okay. Yeah, so you're 16 people, that's a lot of water. So it's going to be like 42 bags of water or something. Now we also have food. My guess is that that's probably food. And food comes in highly engineered, survival type, kind of biscuits, if you will. It's the equivalent of about 1 pound per person on board. So 1 pound of food per person, but it's translated into kilojoules. So each person has 10,000 kilojoules of food. These are packed in cardboard boxes. Yeah, that cardboard box is 1 pound, and inside the cardboard box, go ahead and open that box there, let's take a look at it. Inside, it'll be wrapped in aluminum foil, or something like aluminum foil, and then, so then, you pull that apart. Now this one would be obviously the ration for 1 person for 3 days. And can you open that easily with your gloves? I mean, it's not super easy, but you might have to use the knife there hanging up. Now, the thing to remember about food is not to eat food if you don't have water, because it takes water to digest food. And this is about as easy of digesting as you can get in a life raft. Things like birds, a little bit tougher to digest. You wouldn't want to eat that unless you had plenty of water. Okay, now we might notice what's not in here. An ether is not packed in the equipment. The radio is not packed in here. The transponder, all things that could be useful, but we would have to bring them with us. Okay, so inside the aluminum pack is a plastic pack, and inside the plastic pack are individual biscuit packs. And you have 3 of these per day, so hand me 1. So, I don't know, 1 in the morning, 1 at noon, 1 at night. This is your ration for 1 day, 3 of these. Now, you might ask, well, do I have to eat it? And the answer would be, no, if you're not hungry, of course. Same with water, you could conserve it. But, it looks a little, a little bit like a sugar cookie, sort of. Not bad. You don't trust me?
It's like a shortbread cookie.
Shortbread, yeah. If you were surviving, it's pretty nice, right? Okay. So that's the contents of the equipment pack. The interior features of the life raft. Let me just point out that inside the raft is this kind of soft, light blue material here, which also acts as a thermal barrier between us and the exterior. When the life raft is underway, condensation will form on the blue inside of the canopy, and we can actually take a sponge, which we didn't see but I'm sure is in the equipment pack, and wipe down that interior condensation to augment our ongoing water supply. So now the other sponge we're going to use to maintain the raft, to keep it nice and clean and dry as we can. Okay.